So how this came about is that we did Occupation 1, and as we started to see it cut together and see it come together in the edit room, I had lots of other ideas for that movie that I just couldn't do on the budget that I had. So I never kind of got what I wanted in that story, but I had a whole bunch of other stuff that I didn't know what to do with. So in the post I started coming up with the idea of what happens next, where do I go. That was a cool beginning, but let's jump ahead forward 2 years and let's see what an alien invasion looks like 2 years in.
And things have gotten bigger in a somewhat scarier way.
The budgets got bigger, the sets got bigger, the script got even more ambitious.
Well, it's a whole new ball game. It continues from the first one. I was so fascinated by the ambitiousness of the script and the characters that Luke Spark had created, and where we've taken those characters into the sequel. It's just a whole nother level.
I said yes to this project, and I hadn't even finished the script yet.
Yeah, it's a big production, big cast. The world that we are living in is really big, and for an Australian feature, that's really exciting, like when it's this big and bold.
So you're kind of like a little kid playing in this big arena room. There's an army in front of you, and there's fog so you don't see them, and then they reveal it, and you have to imagine this whole scene.
This is an incredibly ambitious project. Like, it's an enormously ambitious project, and I just take my hat off, because everybody's mucking in, everybody's sort of being patient, everybody's trying that little bit more, that little bit harder. Everybody understands what it's like in Australia to make a movie, particularly a science fiction movie on this scale, with the sort of budgets that we can find here. And so you just, nothing but admiration.
I think working with the cast that we're working with and the crew, just the people in general, it's sometimes you've got to pinch yourself, because it's really freaking awesome. And everyone's lovely.
The casts that we have are spectacular, like the way they're just complementing each other, and everyone's kind of trying to match each other, so it's like
they've all stepped up.
Everyone's reaching.
So this is about spectacle. It's about spectacle and also about the humanity tied into it. And that's the most important part with this, is it's even though it is big, it is impressive, and it is immense, it's tied to a very grounded sense of humanity and heart.
Fun. I love genre. I love sci-fi. I love just free falling into fantasy. And I like the idea of Australia doing like more genre and doing more sci-fi. I like that idea. I hope we go in that direction.
Which is something we don't really do in Australia. It's an independent action sci-fi genre flick. So that in itself is quite appealing. And then when you come to work and you see the scale with which Luke imagines this film and in the way he's written it, you're intrigued, because you just want to see what it looks like. You want to see it on the screen.
You got to have a great imagination with this kind of thing.
Obviously, from the set design and effects, I mean the costumes, everything. It's just gone to whole new levels.
And we hope that people can see a blood, sweat and tears when they see the movie. They'll see how much hard work has gone into it.
Occupation Rainfall is about saving the planet.
The Earth is under attack from a bunch of aliens, we call them, but really it's just people who want to come and live here.
And it is about us shooting aliens in the face.
Not all aliens are bad, I want to say that, you know? Not all aliens are evil.
There's action, adventure, there's chase sequences and major explosions and just dogfights.
I just think people were blown away once they see it on the big screen.
This thing is going to blow your mind, 100%.